Good hardcore morning. This is HARDCORyan. After watching Wadzi and Paul GG and a couple other guys play an ocean-only world, I was very intrigued and interested, and I wanted to do one myself. And so, let me show you what I've got. We've got ocean test, and I've just got it in creative for now. We're going to go to the import settings, and I will use the ocean commotion, which is from, I found it on the internets. And so it puts in that seed, you create the world, it's awesome. We'll just go ahead and do that. And so you spawn in, you're floating in water, and there is literally no land around here at all. As you explore, you will find there are some, beaches and, oh goodness, beaches and things, and some ways that you can get some of the resources that are on the surface, sand and sugarcane. But the coolest thing about this is that it is completely a water world. Let me switch to spectator mode. The only bad thing is this is 1.16.4, so the world stops at Y0. We've got no deep slate, we've got no geodes, we've got nothing that's down below, and so I wanted to play an ocean-only world in 1.18. And let me show you what that looks like. And also put it in creative with cheats so that we can fly around. We'll get the import settings that I found the ocean commotion and modified it a bit for 118. But as you can see, there's a problem. It's a bigger problem for these drowned over here. They're not underwater. They're gonna fry. The 1.18 terrain generation puts grass and dirt and mountains and hills and everything above sea level. So you end up with this completely and totally ocean landscape, and places that have water generating in them automatically, like this Guardian Temple here, this ocean monument. Yeah, they're in the water, but nothing else is, and this will go on for quite a distance. You check the biome, and because of the old way, 116, 117 earlier, you could do a mixed biome, and it says we're in a deep ocean, but this doesn't look like any deep ocean I've ever been in. And the terrain generates and overrides all of that. It builds the terrain regardless of the biome you're in. And I've checked the dev, the bug tracker and things like that, and this is as intended. There is no desire on the part of Minecraft or Mojang to fix this and change it so that you have the ability to create this custom, basically a custom dimension where the overworld is all ocean. So I had to dig a little deeper. First though, before we do that, since we are in spectator mode and we are in 118, we can go underground and we can see we've got deep slate down here, we've got glow squids over there. So it looks great below ground. Once you start digging and looking for diamonds and deep slate and all of the newer blocks, you get the geodes and everything. But once you get above ground again, you don't have an ocean. You've just got hills and ground and the regular overworld. But instead of getting actual overworld, you just get ocean biomes with overworld terrain. So to me, it looked like the only option to do was just find a seed that had a lot of water, mostly ocean around spawn, so that once you start playing, you have a lot of ocean to explore and you take advantage of that. But then as you develop into endgame, then you move into a more of a traditional kind of play style. Okay, so there's this data pack that basically makes a water world. We'll see what that looks like. So what this data pack will do is raise the ocean, the sea level, up to like level 200 or something. And yes, it gives you an ocean world. But then it just kills everything below the ocean and will not generate trees or flowers or plants or grass or anything under there. Obviously that's intended because you shouldn't have those under the ocean anyway, but it doesn't put any like seagrass or kelp or anything on the ocean floor, and everything is basically just dirt. And as you spawn in, you are above Y level 200. So as you can see, it's cold enough in places that you just have ice sheets everywhere. There are a lot of drowned in this world. There's no wood. There's no access to any resources at all. This is like mega hardcore challenge even if you're playing on normal. And then as you go down, here, let's go back into survival so that I can show you properly. Let's say I did want to go down. We've got 200 blocks, or almost 200. We're just swimming down. We will probably see the dirt. Maybe, come on. I'm not even going to see the dirt. I'm just swimming down, swimming down, swimming down. I don't even see the dirt before I get... Oh, there we go. We've got some kelp. And I'm going to die before I get to the ground. I did play a version of this, and the only thing that I was able to do was, let me switch back to creative. The only thing I was able to do was explore these ice sheets at the top of the world until I found a ruined portal, and it was high enough that I could swim down and get to it, and it had the we've got a little glitch here. Anyway, I was able to swim down to get to some, resources that way. The ice wasn't rendering there. But yeah, so this is an option if you want to do 1.18 ocean only. but you've got to be committed to swimming a lot and then having a lot of dirt, gravel, and stone, because there's just nothing else down here. Got some rendering glitches here. And a lot of drowned. You will get a lot of drowned. So, that's that option. So basically I worked around it in the import settings. Let's go with a creative world. And I changed the and you can change the seed after or before you do the import. Just change it in the thing. I may make a data pack of this, but anyway, let's just see what we've got here. And this is modded. I've got Optifine and BSL shaders installed, so it looks really good. You start in an ocean, just like any other ocean that you would expect to see. There's a dolphin over there. We've got water as far as you can see. We've got kelp growing down there. There's sand and gravel. Here's a shipwreck. That's pretty awesome. We got a shipwreck right off the bat. Anyway, so let me just fly around a little bit. Whoops, that was... I'm not sure which direction. I can't remember. There should be some land somewhere. You don't get complete and total ocean. There are some weird little islands here, but it's you get what you get, right? Here's some sugarcane. That's good. So you can start farming some sugarcane right away. And we've got grass blocks and sand and everything that you would need to get started. Maybe you can punch some of the grass and get some seeds going so you can start some crops. Again, so it's not, throw this in air quotes, ocean only. It's the best ocean only I could do given 1.18's terrain generation. So we get mostly ocean, so it's like ocean mostly, but you have the same patchiness that you would get underwater. Basically what I'm using is the dimension JSON files. Yeah, again, this is Java only. The JSON files that Sliced Lime created for mimicking the vanilla overworld, and I just capped the terrain shaper to not go above sea level. And as you saw back there, there was some land above sea level, but for the most part it's ocean. And you can check the biomes. Yeah, it's ocean. There will be places where it'll switch to cold ocean or deep ocean or lukewarm ocean or whatever. But cool stuff. We've got the deep slate layers. Let me switch that off and go into spectator. We've got the deep slate layers. We've got all of the 1.18 underground generation that you would expect. The biome placement, the geodes. There's a geode right here. It's a small one. The lava lakes. Yeah. The ore distribution, just like it would be. Let's do a locate I know dripstone is the lush caves. That's what the other one was I was looking for. So we've got dripstone down here. Where's my dripstone? Should have some generating. It says we're in dripstone. Maybe I just need to fool around a little better. Did dripstone not generate in this? That is the tiniest dripstone cave I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. That is so cute. It's tiny. Lush. Okay, so what does our lush caves give us? There we go. Look at that lush cave. So yeah, you can get the lush cave, get the spore blossoms and the cave vines and the glowberries and all of that stuff. Lots of clay. But anyway, way different from the generation from Ocean Commotion. Basically, I combined that with Sliced Slime's Vanilla World Gen, and then capped the terrain shaper for it. Anyway, I'm gonna still tweak it before I create a data pack or something like that, because it would ideally be best to, you know, be able to put it into whichever world that you found to generate by your own, on your own, rather than, you know, here you have to have my world that I found with this seed pre-programmed in the import file. So anyway, I really love playing this world. I've got quite a bit of time invested in it already, and I'm going to produce that video, and it should come out on my channel shortly. So have a good hardcore day, and don't forget to subscribe, and if you like what you see, hit that like button, and we'll see you later. Bye.